Beez, once again, I'm delighted to be joined by the British middleweight champion, Liam Williams. How you doing?
Very good, mate. Very good.
Shattered.
Yeah, a bit tired. Training hard. You know, we don't have any dates or anything yet, but you know, just plugging away and looking forward. And I'm going to be ready for whatever comes up next.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think we mentioned a few weeks ago that since you've moved down to Sheffield, since you moved up weight class, mate, absolute cyborg machine, wrecking machine.
Hell yeah. Yeah, just, you know, I feel like I had a new lease of life with boxing as a whole. To be honest with you, obviously joined teams with Dominic Ingle in the Ingle gym. Moved up a weight. Everything just fell into place for me, and I'm just a lot happier man now. You know, in terms of the sport, and I'm really enjoying it again. And you know, they say a happy fight is a dangerous fight, and I just think that's the case with me.
Definitely, and I feel like you've been around a lot of good fighters in the Ingle gym as well. So they do say iron sharpens iron, right?
100%. That's right. That's right.
Definitely. And do you know what? I think last time out when you fought Atlantis Fox, once again, very impressive performance. He was a good opponent, and the way again you dispatched of him showed exactly, you know, why you're mandatory for the WBO middleweight title.
Exactly, mate. Yeah, he was a solid opponent. Well, he was meant to be. A lot of people even thought I was gonna slip up and get beat by him because he is a quality operator. In fairness to him, but you know, I've got so close to fighting for a world title before, and I come up a little bit short in a final eliminator against Smith. And this time, there was nothing which was going to stop me, and I wasn't letting the opportunity pass by. No way.
What would obviously, you know, you said, you know, you came up short against Smith. What are the small incremental changes that you have made besides, you know, training at the Ingle gym? What's giving you that extra 20%?
I just think it's a case of, as I said before, was just a love for the sport. To be honest, I've got that hunger back, and I want to succeed, and I want to learn, and everything else that comes with it, you know. So it's just about being happy and being surrounded by good people, I guess. Yeah, and obviously I've got a great trainer. I was going to say new trainer, but not really new anymore. I've got a fantastic trainer in Dom, and he's obviously brought me on a lot as well, you know.
And what's the whole situation with Andrade? I know just before COVID, you know, you were ordered as the mandatory challenger, and Frank Warren said they were trying to get the fight for you. I mean, where are we with that at the moment?
It's still in place, but it's moving a bit slowly, you know, because of all this shit which is going on in the world right now. And you know, you can't feel too hard done by because everybody's in the same boat. Although I'm pissed off about it and I really want to just get going, you know, I'm no different to everyone else. They're in the same position, so just have to wait patiently, stay relatively fit, and don't let any opportunities pass by. When I get that call to go, I'll be ready.
Yeah, I think obviously, look, Frank Warren's come back to boxing behind closed doors. You've seen Joe Joyce come back, Lyndon Arthur as well behind closed doors. Are there any plans for you to have some form of warm-up fight before you get in with the big guns?
No, I don't really want to. It's not my goal. But then if if the delays keep on with the WBO and Demetrius Andrade, then yeah, I do want to fight behind closed doors because I just want to do a proper camp and have a proper fight with judges and in that kind of. It won't be the same atmosphere, of course, but you got judges, you got a ref, you're going back to the corner and sitting down after every round, and it's just a lot more realistic, isn't it? But yeah, if that fight can't happen pretty soon, then I would be more than happy to fight behind closed doors.
Yeah, you've got to be in a bubble though. You've got to have that COVID test.
The dogs just sit over the Wi-Fi. Idiots.
Oh, right.
Yeah, of course. Everybody needs to stay safe, and I agree with all the testing and everything. It's good. Everybody needs it. Everybody needs to stay safe, and they're doing the right things to make the boxing happen, aren't they?
Now I've got to go into Chris Eubank Jr. and you've been obviously touting about for a fight with him for quite some time now, and we've seen that he's responded. He's saying he might give you the opportunity one day to quit in the ring.
Yeah, but he'll give me the opportunity. What's that all about? We both high level fighters. It's not about me giving him the opportunity or him giving me the opportunity. Don't get me wrong, he's probably got the bigger name right now, with mainly because of his daddy's boy. But it's just about making good fights at good times and giving the fans what they want, and that's what I want to do. And I can assure you that fight will be a serious fight, bloodbath. It's going to be violence.
I mean, what have you? Obviously, he's moved out to the States and he's training with Roy Jones Jr. Is that sort of something that might, add an extra 20% to his game? We talked about you moving to the Ingle gym to get 20%, but what about obviously Chris Eubank Jr. is now with the great Roy Jones?
Listen, excuse me. From my point of view, I don't think he'll improve him. I honestly don't, because Chris Eubank Jr. is so stuck in his ways. He's so stubborn, and he's such a thick person. He's just such an idiot. He don't listen to anyone. He won't change. I don't think, personally. If he does, fair play to him, but I just think he's gonna come out in his next fight just being the tough man he always thinks he is. Throws loads of punches, loads of powder puff punches. He can't hurt people. He only hurts them with, an accumulation of punches. He thinks he's some kind of, he thinks he's a killer, a killer puncher, and he doesn't. I've sparred Chris Eubank, and he doesn't punch out.
When did you lot spar? How long ago?
It was a long time ago, don't get me wrong. But even then, he had that kind of throwing a load of punches, thinking he's a puncher, thinking he's trying to hurt everyone. But I was like, wow, is that all? So I don't think he's a big puncher. Don't get me wrong, he's got a big engine. He's got a good work rate. Very limited boxing ability and ring knowledge. He just wants to come and stand in the middle of the ring and have a tear up, and that's him. Roy Jones you might see changes in the gym, but once he comes under them lights, it's going to be the same old Chris, and he's going to get bashed up.
What about Billy Joe? Obviously, Billy Joe's had a long-standing rivalry with Chris Eubank Jr. And obviously, you're mates with Billy Joe. I mean, have you talked about that? Has he talked to you about fighting Chris Eubank Jr.?
Maybe to be honest, I can't really remember, but I'm pretty sure something would have possibly come up, somewhere. But I haven't really had any in-depth talks with Billy Joe about it's old news to him, and he's been there, he's done it, he's beat them. You know, it's no shame losing to Billy Joe from Eubank's part, because he's a very, very good and such a talented fighter, do you know what I mean? But we haven't really talked about it, no. Listen, I think anybody with a good boxing brain and, yeah, anybody with a good boxing brain and enough of an engine and toughness to, you know, to see it through will beat them.
Wow. All right. Well, Liam, it's been a pleasure to catch up once again. I'll be coming definitely down to the Ingle Gym in the next couple of weeks, and we'll have the opportunity to catch up from 1 meter apart, right?
Yeah. 2 meters.
2 meters, one, mate. It keeps changing every single day, you know?
Yeah. Or we could just sit next to each other. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
definitely.
mean? Nah,
Definitely.
we'll
We're going
see.
to the gas pad
Hopefully
again, yeah?
hopefully you blow over a bit more soon, and we'll be a little bit more flexible with it all.
Yeah, and I smell like another Galapad video coming up. Remember last time we did
Yeah.
Lee Reeves, yourself,
Yeah.
Galahad, Dom, Ingle.
I'm good with that, you know, as long as Dom's cooking me food, I'll go anywhere in the world because he can cook.
Yeah, Jamie Oliver, Dominic Ingle.
Fucking bad man.
All right, man. Well, you know what? Thanks for your time, Liam, man. All the best for all the training, man. We'll catch up real soon, man.
Anytime, my friend. Thanks for having me on.
Liam Williams, Pep Talk, Pro Beez, signing out. Make sure you subscribe.
Take care and keep it clean, my man.
Boom. Cheers, Liam.